I swear to Christmas, this is going to be the last time that we're here. So, couple of quick things before we get started. Off screen, I actually did a few things, believe it or not. The more obvious one being that I reset and re-entered this room until I got both of the trainers that I needed to fight, so I'll be able to get both of those out of the way and be done with this place. The other thing, as you can see on the bottom screen, I have started tracking the legendary birds. I've gotten them all down into the red, and so I'm pretty much ready to go catch them. It's going to be like the other roamers, where I'll give it an attempt on screen and then probably off screen if it doesn't work. Anyway, there's some interesting news for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I would like to talk about it. So if you are one of the people who is trying to avoid spoilers on that, you can either skip ahead or mute the video. I am going to limit the amount of talking I'm going to do here until I am done with this first trainer battle. As soon as this battle is over, I will be done talking about it for the rest of the video. So, I don't actually know what to expect as far as first Pokemon go. Let's just jump into this. Anyway, there's been a few new announcements since the last time I've talked about them. There's a few new Pokemon shown off, actually more than a few. I never really talked about the batch with, like, Mudsdale and, what is it? There's Comfey, Wimpod, Bounce Sweet, and then the two other ones that have been known for longer, which are, Beware and Mimikyu. And those are fine. I don't really have much to say about those Pokemon. I think they're pretty decent. Also, this battle is going really badly. So, let me reload. There's a few more Pokemon that have been shown since then. I'm not going to talk about any in particular because as a whole, I think they're pretty decent. None that stand out to me as like, holy crap, I need to use this, but still pretty good. What I'm more interested in talking about is this newest trailer that seems to be confirming a lot of stuff that was shown off in a previous leak. I don't remember if well, that's gonna kill me. I don't remember if I went into the specifics on this when I talked about it last time, but there was like a Chinese leak that had some various info, said like what the starter evolutions were going to be and various stuff like that. There is a very good piece of evidence indicating that this is now true. If you have not followed any of this news, then this is pretty interesting. There's basically an image that's supposed to be like concept art for the final evolution starters, and it was always just debatable if this was real or if it was like just fabricated. Everybody kind of assumes like fake until proven true. But in the artwork for the final evolution of Litten, you can see Ash and like another character like kind of drawn in the background as they're like boiling tea on its stomach for some reason. And the other character is totally one of the people that was shown off in the new trailer. It's, I think her name is Mallow. It's one of the, like, island leaders. So, the only possible way that this could now be fake is if they somehow knew about this character and included it in the artwork. Like, they made stuff up, included this in the artwork, and then, like, tried to use that as evidence to prove that it's real, which is extremely unlikely. Or that they just drew a character and happened to get one that looks exactly like somebody who's actually in there. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's real. Which basically means that Litten is going to become Fire Dark and a wrestler. Rowlet stays Fire Flying, or Grass Flying, which everybody pretty much expected it would anyway. And becomes an archer. Poplio becomes Water Fairy and becomes like a mermaid siren type of thing. Which I'm pretty much okay with. I'm not a huge fan of the fire starter in that case, but at least it's not fighting type. It could be a hell of a lot worse. And I actually kind of want to go into the game with all three of those, because I think it would, like, I usually don't do that, and I kind of like all three of them in this case. But, anyway, we've got that. There's the whole, like, game doesn't have gyms thing going on. Like, it has the island challenges, which are looking to be extremely similar to gyms, but I think there's only 4 of those. So I'm not sure what that means for the game, if there's going to just be, if it's going to be, like, shorter than normal, or if there's going to be, like, a large amount of stuff to do between islands. The other leaks were, or actually no, the same leak, rather, was mentioning that, like, they're putting together a Pokemon League, but it's not ready yet, so maybe the post-game will actually involve, like, going through the gyms. Like, maybe they won't be set up until you're done. I don't know. It sounds kind of interesting, though. The riding Pokemon looks kind of cool, because that was already on X and Y, but it really sucked the way they handled that, because it wasn't used for anything. This seems to be a lot more extensive. And, the other big thing are the, Delta forms, as people are calling them now. Well, technically there's 2 big things. There's those, and then there's the, like, the Z moves, which are, I don't really care too much about those. But, yeah, the Delta Pokemon, basically the Alola forms, just like the old Pokemon with new crap going on. I'm not sure what to think about those yet. The Ice Ninetales looked really cool. I kind of actually like the Executor also. It's derpy enough to be worthwhile. It's very unclear how these are going to work, but the theory that I have, and a couple of other people have mentioned, is that basically, like, all the ones that have been shown off so far are Gen 1, and the other leak mentioned these and saying that there's, like, a Water Growlithe, a Fighting Alakazam, kind of stuff like that. Everything that's been mentioned has been Gen 1, and so what I'm probably thinking is going to happen here is that anything that you catch within the game is going to be in its new form, and if you want the original forms, you have to transfer them up from the previous game, and since they're all Gen 1, then since this is also going to have connectivity to the Gen 1 like Virtual Console games, and that's going to be an additional way to get them. Not sure if the like red, blue, yellow Pokemon are going to have certain benefits to them. I still want to know how the hell this is going to work, because they're just going to have to generate like natures and abilities and all that stuff out of nowhere, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's interesting, though. I've definitely been following all the news on this, and I've been moderately interested in it, but this is the first time that I'm actually, like, super kind of, like, I hesitate to use the word hyped, because I'm gonna, like, lose interest in a day anyway, and then I'll, like, kind of not care about it for a while until more news comes out, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what's happening with this. It's definitely shaping to be an interesting generation so far. So let's finish up this fight here if I can frickin' get a hit on it. What is it with Togekiss frickin' stalling me so bad? This always happens. Let me make an alternate save. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, because I'd like to get all of my, get all this out while I'm in this fight so that I can shut up about it once the fight's over. But, that was most of it. Still yet to be seen if anything along the lines of Ash Greninja is going to be in the game. I'm hoping that it's not, but, I mean, it depends on how they handle it. Like, I think the main thing that people have problems with here is that, having Ash Greninja in the games is solidifying without any shadow of a doubt that, like, the anime is canon, and people don't want that to be the case. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't really want it to be canon either, but I don't particularly care that much. Like, it's not a big deal. More than anything, I just think the concept of, like, fusing with your Pokemon or them taking attributes based off your character is just weird in general, because I'm not really sure how they'd implement that into the game mechanics. Oh, also, one other thing, no sign yet of Megas. Some people are actually saying the Megas are not going to come back. That would be really weird if that was the case, but I imagine they probably will. But anyway, I will shut up about that. Okay, so that is the end of my Sun and Moon discussion. So if it has been muted, you are safe now. Now, the thing here is, before I leave, I want to test something. Yeah. Oh, no, he's still there. Okay. That was just pure luck. I was thinking I was going to have to use a whole bunch of healing items instead of using the Pokemon Center, but Roark actually stayed there, so I can do this and not have to worry about it. That's good. Alright, so final battle in this frickin' place. Guess we'll lead with Ori. Not really any reason why not. So on a less interesting subject than the Sun and Moon thing, since I'm still playing through the other, like, Pokemon games that I've been playing in the meantime, I will mention, for the Zero of you that care, I'm almost actually caught up in Pokemon Shuffle at this point. I say almost because I'm really not at all, but I'd like to imagine that I am. I have 4 levels that I need to catch and S rank before I have everything up through, God, this frickin' Aerodactyl's gonna wreck me. Okay, this sucks. What am I gonna use against it? I just need to start here, put in a screen, and then hope for the best. But yeah, I beat Mega Scizor yesterday, which was level 400, and there's, like I said, only 4 stages I have left to catch an S rank, and then I'll be caught up with all that. The problem being that if you play the game, you'll know this. Just last week, they finally made new stages, so now it goes up to 450. So I'm still not caught up, but I'm as close as I've ever been. And of the 50 new stages, oh god damn it, of the 50 new stages, 25 of them are Pokemon that they've already used, so I already have those caught. I really don't know why the hell they did that. Like, I understand that they kinda did it because they wanted to make the skill boosters available, but like, is anybody really gonna grind for skill boosters on a frickin' Squirtle? Like, come on, I don't get the point. But, anyway, there's that, and then in, Picross, the world's most exciting Pokemon game, I, just unlocked the final area last night, so I get to go through that, and then grind for 500 Pickrights so I can buy the Mega Pencil. That'll be fun. And in, Red, on Virtual Console, I finally frickin' got around to, catching everything that I needed to, because I finished the game a while ago on video, as you saw, and then I wanted to complete the Pokedex, but never did. So I had 7 Pokemon that I needed to catch through the Mew glitch, like Sandshrew, Bellsprout, the other starters, that kind of stuff. So for every single one of those, I had to go through the process of teleport away from a long-range trainer, fight a different trainer and lose intentionally, go all the way down to the route east of Fuchsia, find a wild Ditto, send out my Magneton that I raised specifically to have the special stat necessary, which meant that before this whole process I also had to like manipulate its stats with like rare candies and calciums and giving it EVs and shit, which was annoying. Anyway, I send out the Magneton, have a Ditto transform into it, go all the way back to the original route, encounter the Pokemon that I need, and try to catch it. And one of those was a Alakazam, which at level 7 will always have teleport, so that one was especially fun because I got to go. I didn't even see what he was using. Rampardos. This is going to be a suicidal move, but I want to see if I can hit it with a grass knot. I think it's going to outspeed me. Yeah, it is. But yeah, for that one I had to send out a Parasect and use Spore on it, and because the Gen 1 sleep mechanics work in such a way that every time it wakes up it takes up a whole turn, I was able to kind of use that to my advantage, but it woke up way more often than I wanted it to, and it took a lot of balls to catch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I'm getting tired of this. Let's see. Should I just use you? Wait, do I outspeed this thing? I actually do. Okay. This thing doesn't have the greatest defenses. I probably won't kill it, but I might be able to get it below half. Oh, okay. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. But anyway, to complete my thought on that, I now have 150 caught. I have everything except for Mewtwo. I specifically named my character Brendan in that game so that I could find Mewtwo and Snorlax through the Cinnabar Island glitch. But, so I could get Mewtwo through that and just hurl a Master Ball at it, but I wanted to catch it legit. And actually without a Master Ball too, so I get to go fight it with a team of poison types in their mid-30s. That's not going to be suicidal or anything. Okay. Oh, and actually that reminds me of another thing I can talk about. I actually have a good amount of material this time. Kind of surprising. While I've been working on my next set of, like, guide images, since the first thing that I did on Imgur was pretty successful. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I'm making a visual guide to like what Pokemon are missing from what version, and it's coming along. I'm about halfway through it. But while I was going through that, each one of the images I wanted to mention any useful glitches that were present in a generation. And so for Gen 3, I knew there was a thing called glitzer popping that allowed you to get like basically any Pokemon that you couldn't get normally, but I never really looked up much on it and how it worked. So I did that, and this frickin' trick is the most insane thing I've ever seen. It's really quite amazing. I encourage you to look it up if you've never heard of this, but I'll try my best to explain it here. Basically, glitzer popping is a trick that you can do in Emerald, which is based off of the Pomeg glitch. And the Pomeg glitch is something that I showed off in my own playthrough of Emerald, but that was a while ago. This was before glitcher popping was actually discovered, as far as I remember. But what you do is you get a Pokemon to get negative HP by getting it down to like 1 HP and then using a Pomeg Berry to lower its EVs. And then, am I actually on the same route as that? Hold on. What do you know? Okay, that's cool. Let me save state then. I didn't expect this to go so smoothly at the beginning. I will continue my thought in a second here. Let me... Oh, god damn it, I forgot to bring Wobbuffet. Oh well, we'll encounter it and hurl a quick ball at it. If it doesn't... Yeah, here we go. I would have loved to paralyze these things, but, quick discussion on that before I get back into what glitcher popping is. I considered bringing Stacy back to paralyze them, but I don't think her speed is high enough. And I also tried to buy the Thunderwave TM at the Battle Frontier. I do have enough BP for it, but of my Pokemon that can learn it, one of them is Caroline, who's extremely slow. The other one is Pennywise, who might be able to outspeed at least one of the birds, but I didn't really want to replace any of these moves, so we're not going to use Thunderwave. And other than that, I mean, I could find a fast Pokemon with a sleep move, but I didn't want to bother with that. So let's see if we get lucky with a Quick Ball. No, we do not. Not in the slightest. Let's see if the RNG is already set with that. I'm assuming it probably is. Yeah, okay. So we're not going to bother with that. I need to get my, I need to get Heather out of the PC. So I'm going to mess around with this for a short while I explain this glitch, but most likely I'm going to end up catching these off screen. But, yeah, you get a Pokemon to negative HP with the Pomeg Berry, and then what you want to do is, you have to, like, have the one with negative HP be the only thing in your party that is considered alive by the game, so that you're, like, not whited out, and then you use a revive. I think you either use a revive or a healing item, I forget which, to bring it to 0 HP, and then when you enter a battle, the game will recognize that you have no valid Pokemon to send out, and so it sends out the question mark icon, which is, I think, called Decamark. And then when you do this, you can go into your summary like this, and what you do is you, like, scroll down to the return icon or cancel or whatever it is, and then when you press up, it, like, the game like doesn't know how many Pokemon you have in your team because it, like, added one in from nowhere and it kind of fucked up the coding. So it actually goes through like 256 different memory addresses, and it starts scrolling through stuff that isn't in your team, and by doing this, it actually is corrupting various parts of data in the game, including the... Wow, I did not bring freaking anything for this. As soon as I'm done explaining this, I'm probably just going to catch these fuckers off screen, because screw this. But long story short, it starts corrupting stuff in the PC, and due to the way that the game has... Oh, really? Yeah, whatever. Let's just throw a couple balls at it anyway, and then frickin' reload, because this is bullshit. I didn't realize they had Roost. That's really bad. I don't care for that at all. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you know what? No. Come on. That's what you frickin' get. I'm not actually going to use the Master Ball for the record. But anyway. Let me try to explain this freaking glitch before I off-screen this, because I don't want to talk about this later. I just want to get it all out. So, the game has an anti-cheating thing programmed into it, where every Pokemon has, like, different orders that they organize the data. And so, if you put a Pokemon with the correct type of encryption in the PC and clone it enough times, when you corrupt the data, it'll turn most of them into bad eggs, but it has a chance of turning them into a good egg, which basically flip-flops the number of EVs that you give it with the species. So, like, the example that's used in the tutorial video is they get a Pokemon and they give it, like, 1 attack EV and I think, like, 153 HP EVs, and that corresponds to the index number for Deoxys. So it basically creates an egg that hatches into a Deoxys. So you can use this to get anything. It's really freaking weird, and I would love to play around with this, but it's very finicky, and I don't know if I want to risk my current game. But anyway, let's just freaking catch these birds, because seriously, screw this. I will be back in a bit. Alright, so that's one down. As you can see, the game is now night. No, it didn't take me this long to catch one, I just changed the time. But, got pretty lucky on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Caught it on the first ball. If I hadn't, it probably would have used Roost and escaped. Or, not escaped, but, yeah, you know what I mean. Thought I should probably mention that, I just remembered the strategy that I used when I had to catch these in my actual copy of Platinum, because it, was more effective than what I'm doing right now, but it also requires more prep work, and therefore I'm too lazy to actually bother doing it. Basically what I did is after catching the Wobbuffet, I bred it to get 5 Wynaughts, and Wynaut hatches, like, the deal with Wobbuffet is, if you catch it in the wild, it starts with 4 moves, and it only ever has those 4 moves: Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond. If you get a Wynaut, it can also learn Splash, which obviously is completely useless. I think Charm, which is like, eh. And Encore, which is extremely useful and is the reason why Wobbuffet is really broken if you use it properly. But the reason I did this is because I wanted Encore, and so what I would do is I would lead with one of the Wynaughts, and these things were freshly hatched, so they were level 1, and I would basically just, like, when I encountered it, I would use Encore on the first turn, because every one of the birds has some kind of move that is non-damaging that isn't Roost. Like, Zapdos has Agility. I forget what they all are. I think Articuno has, like, Reflect or Light Screen or something, but they all have some kind of non-damaging move. So I was basically hoping for the 1 out of 4 chance that it would use that move. And so if it did, then I would keep going, and I'd have a few turns to throw balls at it without having to worry about it using Roost, which is nice. If I didn't do it right, then I would either cycle through my team of Wynaughts using Revives when necessary to eventually get it to a point where it does do that, or I would just reset. So like I said, it's effective, but it takes a lot of luck and prep work, so I'm so not bothering with that right now. Alright, let's see if we get lucky on a second one here. If we don't, then this is immediately getting off-screen, like usual. Which one do we have this time? Why does everybody make fun of Team Instinct? I don't get that. Alright. Let's get lucky with a Dusk Ball. Please. Twice in a row, that would be cool. No. Are you gonna use Roost? Well, aren't you a dick? I swear, they have all these other moves they could use, but no, they have to use Roost. Like, what, are they actually trying to be intelligent? Like, what is this? Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so, like I said, off-screening. Unexpected plot twist. It used Roost, I threw a ball anyway, and I caught it. So, that's 2 down. Alright, let's, go ahead and try and find the 3rd one on screen, then. Because eventually I would like to try to catch one of these on camera. It's really annoying that I never can. It's just... The thing is, like, with Moltres, I got really lucky, and I got it, like, on the next encounter on the first ball I threw, and I really wish I had been recording. Zapdos, that didn't happen. Zapdos, I spent a good 10 minutes, probably, reloading the save state, and I got to hear BANG! Every single time. It broke out of a cry. Broke out of a cry. That's what we'll go with. So, Articuno's just gonna play, I don't know what the hell you call this game. Like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you call this game. It's just, let me step between routes and this thing warps all over the map at the speed of sound. But, at least by, catching the Zapdos in the way that I just did, that proves to me that the RNG is not completely set, because I save state before the battle, and it doesn't always have the same results once the battle actually begins, so it probably depends on the in-game clock or something. But, come on. Are you gonna show up? Nope, gonna find a Shellos first. That's cool. That's what I wanted. There we go. I like the damaged cry of this thing, it's kind of awesome. Okay. So let's see how this is gonna go. You know what? Since this is the last one, let's make this a special occasion. We're gonna actually catch this one on screen, and it's gonna be freaking glorious. And by glorious, I mean it's gonna be the most tedious thing you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, it's at full health now. I'm so not gonna do that. Oh god. Okay, what do I talk about in the meantime? Because I've had quite a bit of material to actually go over in this video, and at this point I think I've covered basically everything I wanted to. I could probably talk more about Sun and Moon, but I don't want to do that because I know there are some people that are avoiding spoilers. So let's see. Code G's hand's pretty funny. They can't. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. As far as what is still remaining to be done in this playthrough after I catch this asshole here, man, I'm getting really close too. I've still got 3 of the event legendaries to go after, and I'm going to be... Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said, I got 3 event legendaries to go after. I don't know if that's going to be the very last thing I do. I think the very last thing is going to be the Elite Four. But at this rate, that's not going to be too far away. Because I've now caught every legendary aside from those. I've shown off pretty much all the post-game stuff I wanted. The only stuff I haven't really done are the... I suppose at some point I should probably do a contest, shouldn't I? God, I don't want to do a frickin' contest. But, yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. I am going to go into this with absolutely no planning, and it's going to be frickin' amazing. So yeah, let's put you guys up here with the other trio. Take a quick look at their natures and stuff. Quiet, that's nice. Modest, that's actually really good for Zapdos, I think. I think you want timid, but modest isn't bad. And relaxed, I don't know what that one does. So yeah, these are some stats. Aren't they amazing? Alright, let's see. What do we want to participate in a contest? I think we should make it really derpy and use a legendary, so, you know what? Let's go for Giratina. Now, contests in this game are different from the ones in Gen 3. I have actually played around with these. Also, I like this extremely abrupt decision to do this. What I was going to say is I still have a couple Battle Frontier facilities to show off, and there's other various crap that I haven't really bothered with, such as the Villa and the Villa. I don't know if there's anything besides that. And then the second round Elite Four is going to be the last thing. But no, we're going to take a look at this. I've actually done the contest in Pearl. I got through all the way up through Master Rank with a Farfetch'd. I have a video of that from quite a long time ago. But yeah, we're going to go into this with Giratina, and you are supposed to raise its condition with Poffins. I very obviously have not done that. But you know what? Let's go ahead and make a Poffin. Why not? We're only going to make one, but we're going to do it. So, of the 5 contest types, I could just go for, like, cuteness, because it would be ironic, but let's see what this thing's moves are like. 2 of them are smart, so that's something at least. Double the score the next turn. God, I don't remember what any of this means. Okay. We're gonna try to raise its smartness. What berries do we have that can do that? Looking for something with a lot of bitterness. Rost goes up a little bit. These go up a bit. Do I have anything that goes up a lot? A Guave kind of does. I think a Guave is still my best one. Yeah, looks like the ones that weaken types probably go up the highest, but we're just gonna use an guava berry. So I'm gonna cook alone because that's how I roll. How many of these? I have 4, yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. God, this is bringing back some memories. Okay, I didn't realize I had to go that fast. Yeah, anyone remember that video where I had to do this on 2 different DSs at the same time? And then somebody left a comment saying, like, you must be really good at nipple rubbing, and then I just responded with, like, an emoticon that was unapproving of this message. But, yeah, basically this is the mini game in which it is a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. Or however the fuck that song goes. But, yeah, in Gen 3 you have Pez. In Gen 4 you just have muffins, I guess. I don't know what these things are supposed to be. They're like little cakes, but... Are we almost done? Also, where are all these colors coming from? I'm pretty sure that berry did not have any of those colors when I put it in. And now it's just green. Okay. No, we're only gonna make the one. Alright, let me flip these around. Anybody see that, that one image of, like, feeding Giratina a cupcake in Pokémon and me? It's pretty good. Where's my Puffin case? There it is. This one raises all stats. I'll use that also, I guess. Here, have a cookie. Likes it bitter. Oh, that actually works out well. I completely forgot that nature actually mattered for that. Hop, hop. Giratina ate the Puffin. It's feeling smarter now. Like, how the hell do these things even work? Here, have another biscuit. I'm just gonna call them every type of baked good. They're cakes, they're muffins, they're biscuits, they're cupcakes, they're baklava. Marzipan has a baklava in the oven. Alright, so do we get to stick, like, twigs and feathers and shit all over it? Let's find out. I don't know how many, decorations I actually have. Probably not very many. Just normal rank. I'm not gonna remember what its moves do either. Hopefully it'll tell me when I'm actually in the thing. Okay. God, it has been so long since I've done this, I do not remember in the slightest. Oh, hello, just kind of changing in front of people. Alright. With this normal rank Pokemon Smart Contest. I don't know why they renamed it from Smart to Cleverness in Gen 6. That's really arbitrary. Yay. Yeah. Alright, so we decorate. Yeah, we get to decorate. Alright, let's do this shit. Match the theme. The created. Okay. The created. Da 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 da. Like, what the fuck is this? Why is this a minigame? Here, there's the sun, and there's just a rock hanging out. No, no, we can't use the rock. There's no more space. Oh no. Okay, then fine, we're good. There. No, we're gonna be at nighttime. I'm happy with my result. So now what do we do? Let's just make this full screen, because I don't remember what is top and what is bottom. Precious, huh? Okay. Hootie! I know that Hootie is a person from Vine Sauce. I've never seen any of his stuff, though. When I was in high school, in gym class, we did floor hockey once, and I was in a team called the Hootie Hoos. That's the only thing I have to say about that name. This is the worst freaking costume. I love it so much. Oh god, apparently the audience loved it too, jeez. Oh god, the dance. How does this work? I think it's like, just repeat what they do or something. Oh, this is so stupid. Oh shit, I wasn't pressing buttons, okay. So yeah, I'm just using the buttons. You can press the buttons on the screen, or you can press like the arrows. I will at least say that this is more engaging than the fricking musicals from Black and White. Those were the most useless things in the entire universe. And yet I still did them because you had to for like the trainer card. That was the only game where I ever gave a shit about that. Well, that's not true. I did in Pearl too, but I think White 2 is the only game I ever actually maxed it out. Alright, now we get to dance, so let me just make it as stupid as possible. Oh, I only got 2. I wanted to, like, spam at the very end. Okay, come on. Well, I made them fuck up, so that's good. Now time for the main event. We get to attack the audience and hope that they are impressed by it. Alright, if first performance, +2. Now, if I use a cool move, that will not give me a star, but I don't know if it will remove one. It's the first turn, I'm just gonna do it anyway, I don't give a shit. What's the deal? Why is he... I do not remember these mechanics. I know there's some reason why he has a heart. I don't remember what that reason is. Okay. I think if you get like 8 hearts, I don't freaking remember what that does. Yeah, this is like very slightly coming back to me, but wait, why the frowny face? Oh no! Oh yeah, so yeah, you can't perform to the same judge twice for some reason. Alright. Oh god. I'm gonna just do this one, and I'll do it to Kira. I don't freaking care. Let's speed up a little bit. Again, if I went into this with any amount of planning, I would remember what the good strategies are, but I don't, so whatever. Okay. That gave me a star, I guess. Okay, so that's how that works. If you use the move matching the type of contest, then you give a star to that judge. And there's like, of the other types, 2 of them are neutral and 2 of them will remove a star. And when it gets to all 5, then like the last one to do a move gets like a huge bonus or something. Something like that. I don't frickin' remember. So, I don't know what the negative ones are in the smart contest. If it gives any indication here, I can't tell. So, let's just do... I don't want to do Shadow Force yet. Whatever, I'll just do Shadow Force anyway. And it doesn't matter who I perform it to because I'm going to be the first anyway. Let's just do it to this guy because he's got a star. I don't want to raise Kiera's all the way. Okay, skipping. Random shit happening, don't really care. Alright. So now I'm last again, and let me just do this again, I don't frickin' care. Skipping all this. Well, once again, I was the only one to perform for the person, so that's good, I suppose. Okay, is this the last turn now? Oh, that was it? I thought... Okay. If I knew that was the last round, I would have used that other move that you get a bonus from. I didn't realize. Well, let's see how I did. Well, I clearly won the visual contest because I had like a tree and shit. I'm thinking I probably won this even if I did terrible in the performance. Yup, okay. So basically all I've learned from this is you can go into a contest with absolutely no preparation and still win. At least for the first rank. It does get a bit harder in the later ones. But, there we go. I got the smart ribbon. And this frickin' guy... there was a guy on the bottom of the screen who had, like, giant eyes because the zooming was all weird. Oh, my favorite. Okay, so never doing that again. Let's see, next time is either going to be catching all the other legendaries or doing the Battle Frontier stuff, and I want to do these in the order of, like, saving the coolest things for last, so I guess we're going to do the last of the Battle Frontier, and maybe, like, one of the legendaries if I have time for it. But yeah, it sounds like we're going to be done pretty soon. I would say 3 videos, but the Elite Four is probably going to be more than 1 video. But, yeah.